Okay, ever like wake up in the middle of the night, heart racy sheets all tangled, and you're like, why did my brain just show me a horror movie? Yeah, well, we're going to dive into the science behind dreams.
Okay.
Especially those weird, sometimes scary ones. And we've got some really cool research here called The Science Behind Dreams and Nightmares.
Right.
To help guide our deep dive today. So are you ready to unlock the secrets of your sleeping mind?
I am. Totally. It's really amazing to think that even like those super unsettling nightmares that you just mentioned could actually be serving a purpose.
Okay.
This research goes deep into why our brains come up with these strange stories and, while we're sleeping.
Yeah, you mentioned a purpose behind nightmares.
Yeah.
Most people don't really think about that, when they wake up in a cold sweat.
Yeah. No.
Totally get that. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So most of our dreaming happens during REM sleep. And it's a really active time for our brains. Actually, brain activity during REM sleep is so similar to when we're awake.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty crazy to think about.
Okay.
And that intense activity is probably why dreams and also nightmares are so vivid and real feeling.
So it's not just like random images and emotions coming out of nowhere.
Not at all. It's like there's a lot more going on behind the scenes.
So then why do we dream in the first place?
Well, one pretty popular theory is that dreams actually help us kind of process our daily experiences.
Okay.
Like imagine your brain is sorting through a ton of emails. It's like, emotions, worries, memories from the day, even stuff we might not be consciously aware of.
Okay.
And we might even be working through problems that have been bugging us.
That makes sense, because I know I've definitely woken up with like a different way of looking at a problem after a night of dreaming. Like my brain was working on it while I was sleeping.
Yeah.
I read in this research that even Dmitry Mendeleev, the guy who came up with the periodic table,
oh wow,
he dreamt it up.
That's amazing.
So do you think that dreams can really lead to those kind of like creative breakthroughs?
Absolutely. Like, picture your brain as a computer running all these complex programs while you're asleep.
Okay.
It's sifting through information, making connections, and sometimes those connections lead to those aha moments or even creative solutions, like you were just saying with Dmitry Mendeleev.
Wow, yeah.
And the periodic table. And you probably have even noticed this yourself sometimes. When you sleep on a problem, you wake up and you can approach it in a totally different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even nightmares could be part of this like mental processing system.
Exactly. Even though nobody really enjoys a nightmare.
Right.
They could actually be your brain's way of running these safety drills.
Safety drills.
Yeah, like it's preparing you for possible threats in the real world, or even helping you learn to regulate your emotions, like fear and anxiety and stuff. It's kind of like a virtual reality simulation for tough situations, but without any of the real risk.
So if I have a nightmare about being chased, my brain could actually be like sharpening my fight or flight response.
That's the idea. It's it creates this safe space or controlled environment for your brain to practice dealing with fear and stress. Of course, real life threats aren't usually giant spiders.
Right, yeah.
Or like scary shadows, but the emotional response, you know how you feel, is pretty similar.
Yeah.
So nightmares let us process those feelings in a safe place.
Okay, so that makes nightmares seem a lot less like a personal attack.
Yeah.
And more like a terrifying personal trainer.
Yeah, like a workout for your emotions.
So this research also mentioned some really weird dream facts. Like, did you know that it's impossible to read in your dreams?
That one's wild.
What's the deal with that?
Well, it's because the parts of your brain that are usually in charge of processing language, they're actually less active during REM sleep. So it's like our internal grammar checker just clocks out for the night.
That makes sense, because every time I dream about watching a movie with subtitles, they never make sense.
They're all jumbled up.
Yeah. Here's another dream fact that I thought was really weird. Every face that we see in our dreams is someone that we've seen in real life.
Yeah.
Even if it was just like a quick glance.
That's a trip.
Right. How is that possible?
It is pretty wild. Basically, our dreams are like pulling from our memories and experiences. So even though the faces might be kind of mixed up or unfamiliar in the dream, they're based on people we've encountered before. So it's like your brain's facial recognition software is just like on shuffle.
That's both cool and a little creepy at the same time. Okay, so then there's lucid dreaming.
Yes.
Where you actually know that you're dreaming.
Uh-huh.
And you can even control what's happening.
You can kind of direct the dream.
That sounds like science fiction.
Mm-hmm.
But this research says that it's real.
It is?
How does that even work?
Lucid dreaming is a really fascinating thing.
Yeah.
We don't totally understand it yet, but we do know that some people can actually train themselves to become aware that they're dreaming or while they're dreaming, and even influence what happens in the dream. So it really is like taking the director's chair in your mind.
So we've talked about dreams and nightmares and even lucid dreaming.
Uh-huh.
What does it all mean? Like, what can we actually take away from all of this?
I think the big takeaway is that we should try to see our dreams as like these valuable glimpses into our inner world.
Okay.
You know, they're not just random, they're actually reflecting our emotions, our worries, and even our potential.
So next time I wake up from a super vivid dream, whether it's a good one or a scary nightmare,
right,
I should take a minute to really think about it.
Yeah, definitely. Pay attention to any themes that keep popping up.
Okay.
The emotions you feel and any symbols that appear. Your dreams could be trying to tell you something important about your waking life, something you need to pay attention to.
So that nightmare might not be trying to scare me,
right,
but maybe it's trying to get me ready for something.
Yeah, exactly. And facing our fears, even if it's just in a dream, can actually make us more resilient in real life.
Dreams are so interesting.
Yeah, they really are like this unexplored frontier of what it means to be human.
They are.
And you hold the key to your own dream world. So exploring that world could help you learn more about yourself and even grow as a person.
So I should embrace all my dreams, even the weird ones.
Yeah, even the scary ones. You never know what kind of hidden wisdom you might find there.
I like that. All right, thanks for joining me on this deep dive into dreams and nightmares.
No problem. It was fun.
And thank you for listening. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.